I'm just sitting on my floor. Like, I literally just like let his dog run into the other person's yard. And now it's peeing on the bush. You guys, what the frick? That is like someone's dog. Look, that is literally someone's dog just sitting in the bush. So I'm going downstairs. Ew, I said that's really gross. Okay, I'm going downstairs and I'm gonna go see like what the flip is going on. Cause there was like a guy walking. The guy just like walked away and let his dog like sit in that guy's yard. Okay, now I'm distracted. Fabulous. The dog's fine. He ran back up with his owner, if you guys care. Okay. Anyways, so, okay. Today I'm gonna be talking about ADD and ADHD because I have it and I feel like it's important. I feel like, okay, number one, I feel like I've been getting some more subscribers and I want you guys to kind of learn something new about me and know, because I feel like I portray my life on Instagram, YouTube, social media as sunshine and rainbows. Realistically, it's not. My life is amazing and I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I love everything and I'm so thankful for this beautiful world and life I am living, but I feel like it's important to know that my life isn't perfect. And any famous social media influencer on social media may look like their life is perfect, but everyone has something going on. Everyone has their own battle that they are fighting. And that's kind of the message that I wanted to kind of get across through this video. Everyone is going through something, so it's also important not to judge, because you never know someone until you really get to know them and talk to them. So anyways, also some of you guys may have ADD or ADHD or a learning disability or something that you're going through in life. Just know that you can do it, because I did it and I'm here to kind of share my story with you guys today. So here's the tea. I'm only gonna share like a tiny, it may not look like a tiny bit for how long this video is, but it is a little portion of my ADD, and I'm going to talk about like kind of how it went down and how I experienced it throughout middle school. And then if you guys are interested in this video as well, I'll talk a little bit more about middle school and high school and how I am doing now with my ADDs. Let's just get started. Okay, so first we're going to kind of go over what ADD, ADHD is. ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Bougie definition here says a chronic condition including attention difficulty, hyperactivity, and impulsiveness. ADHD is very common. You may have it. Whoever's watching this, you may have it, but a very like mild case of it. Some people have major ADD, ADHD, and I've been very blessed where I don't have it that bad, but I still had to overcome it. Basically, the shortened down version of the definition is it's hard to focus, it's hard to learn new things, and a lot of different people react to ADD in different ways and have it in different ways, different symptoms. Mine is I cannot focus, especially in math. So that brings us into elementary school. Throughout elementary school, kind of up to, I don't know what I'm doing with my hair. I need to like put it up. Okay. So basically up through, you know, elementary school, you have kindergarten, preschool, whatever. Up to like 4th grade is when I kind of noticed, I've always had ADHD, but it kind of started showing in like 4th grade. So in 4th grade, I noticed that I was having math difficulty. It was really just hard for me to understand math and just grasp the concept, because we kind of, I feel like we started like equations in 4th grade-ish, and that's when it kind of got a little difficult for me. And no matter how hard I tried, I just wasn't able to focus, and my grade in math wasn't the best. And I just kind of like lost a lot of confidence in myself, because also during that time a lot of my friends, because in elementary school we had a little small friend group, a lot of my friends were in like the honors program, if you will, advanced program of elementary school. Obviously we didn't have like honors or AP classes, but it was called Project Potential I think, and all my friends were in that except for me, and like that always like got to me because I was good at like literally every other subject except for math. Math is just where it got me, and they looked at that, and that's why I was never able to like get in. Anyways, not the point of the story, but it was just always math. And reading and writing, I never had difficulty. I never do up to this day. In fact, I actually excel in reading and writing. And I think a big part of that was because my ADD actually helped out a lot, because when I was writing, my creativity would just come out, and all my thoughts would just come out, because when you have ADD and ADHD, you're very creative and you have a lot of thoughts going around and you think outside the box, and all that came out in my writing. So it's not all that bad. There are a lot of pros of ADHD. And so that's why I feel like I never really had difficulty with that. But even reading, sometimes it was a little hard to focus on what I was reading. But math was just no for me, a big no-no. Anyways, so 4th grade wasn't the best. Moving into 5th grade, 5th grade was very rough. That was probably the worst school year of my life. And a big part of that, obviously, my ADD didn't get better. I really kind of started to get more familiar with it, but at the same time, I didn't know a lot about it. I didn't know how to cope with it. I'm still learning how to cope with it to this day, but I was really sure that I was gonna have like a really good math teacher, just to ensure that I would succeed in math for 5th grade and for the years to come. So I was really hyped up. I'm like, all right, then getting in 5th grade, I'm gonna have an awesome math teacher. And I didn't. I had not the best teacher, and I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna throw shade because it was a long time ago. I'm a freshman now and we're talking about 5th grade. So it was just a lot, and I don't really want to get into that. That's a whole another story that I don't really feel comfortable talking about right now. Let's just say my teacher did not help me in math. In fact, my confidence actually went down for a lot of reasons in that class, and I started to believe, I felt hopeless. I felt like I was never going to understand math, and that was very, very scary for me, because this is kind of when I felt like my anxiety started to develop as well, because I would overthink things, and I'd be like, what if I just suck at math through middle school, through high school? What if I don't graduate high school? And my brain just spiraled out of control. And I truly did believe I was never going to succeed in math, because I tried so hard. And there's a big difference. I just wanted to clarify, there's a huge difference between having ADD and not being able to focus, and being lazy and not choosing to focus. I had ADD. And so my parents did everything that they could in their power to help me, of course. I love them. My family has been supportive through all of this, and I'm so, so thankful for them. Family and friends. And so they put me in like a little math tutoring program, and we've done so many things to just try and help. And then I came across Adderall. Adderall is basically like a pill to kind of help you focus, and it's meant to help with ADD and ADHD and focusing overall. There's like Adderall, Ritalin, and a couple other pills I don't know off the top of my head, but they were basically the drug to try and help you cope with ADD, and they worked. Adderall worked still for this day for my sister and my dad, so I thought if it worked for them, it should work for me, and I went on it at a pretty young age. We're talking about like 10, 11 here. And I honestly, it was such a long time ago, I don't even know if Adderall really helped entirely, which I'm gonna get into in a whole nother video that kind of goes into my middle school, high school experience with ADHD, if that makes sense. But I don't know if it even really helped. But I was on it, and its side effects were, let's just say the side effects were not worth the couple hours it gave me to focus, if that makes sense. So anyways, yeah, 5th grade is just the Adderall. I feel like it helped. I was kind of able to focus, but I just had a pretty shitty teacher. And so at the end of the year-ish, the couple last weeks, I ended up switching teachers, math teachers. And I had a really cool teacher, but that was like, I had 4 weeks left of school and I transferred. And I was just really, really worried about 6th grade. It was the summer, I was worried about 6th grade. I still kind of had that really negative mindset, like I'm never gonna succeed in math. And I would tell my grandparents that, my parents, my family, all the time, and I was just so, my self-confidence was at an all-time low. I was so insecure about math, and it was just crazy, like math, like one subject in school. School does not define you. Your grades do not define you as a human being as long as you're trying. So that's kind of what, one of the big things that I've learned. Anyway, so 6th grade, I was worried about it, but my parents, my family, like knew the teacher, and so like they were like, okay, Ellie Bell, like he's gonna be a good teacher, like no need to fret, like, so I was pretty hyped, honestly. I had a little bit more faith kind of going into 6th grade year. Let me just tell you, 6th grade was the best school year of my life, and I am convinced it will forever be the best school year of my life. It clicked for me that year. I had the most amazing 2 teachers, and my math teacher was the best of the best. He helped me so much. In 6th grade, not only did I discover that I could do it in math, if I really wanted it, I could do it. But I discovered this whole other side, this whole other personality of myself. I discovered so much confidence. I literally used to sing in front of my class, like cause my teacher, he taught math and social studies. So like for a social studies project, I would sing in front of my class by myself or like with a friend or so. I just had all this confidence, and it just felt so like relieving, because from 4th and 5th grade, those 2 years, I just stored up in a little bundle, like so uncomfortable. Every move I make, I wasn't able to raise my hand at all in those past 2 years. And then 6th grade, I just let it all out. I asked questions like almost every day, and every day, not even almost every day I asked so many questions, and I was determined that I could do it. And obviously 6th grade was still hard, but I had the best teacher, and after school, no, during lunch and then after school, I was in a program where I would just come in and get math help, and I would just sit there, and my teacher had the most patience. He's the most patient man I know. I asked so many questions, and he just stuck with me and tried his hardest to help me understand math, and I significantly succeeded in math. I still had something called an IEP, which is kind of like a backup plan for kids, but I just felt like I could do it for once in my life. I felt like I was able to do math, and God, I never thought I was gonna be able to feel that, but it just takes one teacher, you guys, to change your life and show you that you could do it. And my teacher did that for me, and oh my gosh, we're still like pretty close to this day, but without him, I honestly don't know what I would have done. It sounds like cliche and like exaggerated, but I am being 100% honest. He changed my life. That is as far as I'm gonna kind of get to today. Middle school and high school, like I said, are a different story. Well, pretty much middle school. I'm in high school still, so I can't really talk too much about that. I used to be very like ashamed of my ADHD. I thought it was the worst thing ever because I wasn't the best at math. I just never understood it. But you can't let a disability define you, because you're worth so much more than it will ever know. As cringy as that sounds, you are so powerful. Just know that you can do it, and even let me be that person to tell you that you can do it. My 6th grade teacher believed in me and told me that I could do it. I know you can do it. Whatever you are fighting, you can do it. If you just put your mind to it, trust me, take it from me, you can do anything you want. I went from crying in my room and just screaming because I never understood math to being a straight A student and having like an 100 in math. Like, that's me right now in high school, which I'm gonna get into later because that's a whole other video, but you can do it, all right? And it's never gonna be easy. Nothing worth easy is worth doing at all, okay? I believe in you. Thank you guys so much for listening to my story. If you're interested in what happened in middle school and a little bit into high school, give me a thumbs up. Comment down below what you had to fight in your life, if you're comfortable with it, a battle that you had to fight. And did you succeed? And are you still fighting? Because I am still fighting with my ADD. I had to go through Adderall is what I'm hoping to talk about in the next couple of videos, or in the next like video or so when I talk about middle school. because that's a whole other story. But just having that one teacher believe in you, God, it made all the difference in the world. I would not be myself if it weren't for my teacher. And I wouldn't be myself without my ADHD. I'm thankful that I have it, because I wouldn't be this comfortable talking in front of a camera if it weren't for my ADHD, honestly. Because it changed my personality. I love you guys. Thank you for listening.